I'm Cape Joel, and this is Comic Smack, your weekly, daily, all the time, anytime comic show where I give you your fix of everything you need to know from the world of comic books and superheroes. And on today's show, we're taking a closer look at Justice League vs. Suicide Squad issue number 3. The League is in the grasp of Amanda Waller. What'll happen next? Let's hop on in together and find out, shall we? Okay then, so as the comic opens up, we actually get to spend a little time with Rick Flag and Katana. They've been sent on a special mission by Amanda Waller to retrieve the Black Box from the Catacombs. That's that secret off-the-books prison that Maxwell Lord broke all those villains out of in the first issue. Katana, actually showing a great deal of initiative and intelligence, notes how weird it is that this off-site prison is so small, maybe built to hold only 5 people. Flag, however, seems rather beaten down from all his time dealing with Task Force X and Amanda Waller, and as such isn't asking any questions. Now back at Belle Reve Prison, the League have been put inside special science cells that manage to counteract their powers. My favorite has to be Batman, who has been put in Hannibal Lecter-style restraints. Oh, hello, Amanda. Of course, none of this holds him too long. He manages to bust out and have himself a little powwow with the wall. I love this panel too because it's so clearly referencing the famous panel where Amanda Waller gets all up in Batman's face. The long and short of this exchange is basically, hey, if I wanted to kill you Leaguers, I would have, and if I wanted to put these bombs inside your heads, well, I would have done that too. The fact is, I'm actually trying to meet you halfway on this one. I don't need Justice League trouble, and you guys clearly don't need Suicide Squad trouble, so I tell you what, let's make a deal on this one because there's actually bigger fish to fry right now. Now back with the Suicide Squad, this issue treats us to a very funny panel wherein the team gloats about getting one over on the Justice League, even though of course they didn't really get one over. It was all a bunch of dumb luck, and even then Killer Frost did all the hard work. But even that is a little bit more complicated and interesting. It's Superman who makes note of the fact that if Killer Frost wanted to murder him back on that island nation, she totally would have, but she didn't, so he thinks she can't possibly be all that bad. In fact, as we soon discover in this issue, Killer Frost actually really likes Superman. She was inspired by him on a trip to Metropolis to actually stay in school and get her doctorate. Superman gives an oh-so-classic impassioned speech wherein he says that if Killer Frost isn't totally evil, then he's sure everyone else on the Suicide Squad isn't evil either, and if they work together, he can free them from Amanda Waller's clutches. Floyd wonderfully shoots this down by saying, hey man, this is the Suicide Squad. We don't do uplifting, heartfelt speeches here. The squad isn't a team, it's not a family, it's just a group of survivors, and if Waller wanted to, she could blow up all their heads and replace them. In fact, Deadshot knows that better than just about anyone else, because he's been on more versions of this team than anyone else. Things get even more surprising when Amanda Waller actually lets the Justice League go, saying that her and Batman have come to an understanding. That is, despite getting off on quite possibly the worst foot ever, they're going to have to join forces if they want to stop what is coming. That group of escaped criminals convened under Maxwell Lord. On their own, they're all finely tuned killing machines, but together and with Lord at the helm, they are a force of nature that will very well take the united forces of both the League and the Squad to defeat. Why, the comic nicely even goes out of its way to remind you the origins and powers of all villains in case you forgot. By far my favorite thing though about this whole exchange is that Superman, upon hearing Lord's name, gets absolutely furious, because here's the thing, this is the old Superman from the older universe, so he remembers what an evil scumbag Maxwell Lord was. Waller says that this group of killers will be coming to Belle Reve any minute now, one to get revenge on her, but also to get a powerful weapon that is housed in Belle Reve. A weapon more than capable of allowing Lord to take over the world, and Waller knows for a fact that they're probably going to be able to get through the front door of the prison. You know why? Well, because they were a former Suicide Squad, her first squad in fact. Justice League vs. Suicide Squad number 3 is an event that continues to surprise me with the actual depth and complexity on display here, especially in an event that from that title you would think would only have one or the other. There's a lot of really good character work on display here, and I appreciate that. Oh sure, it does follow the tried and true formula of our two teams needing to fight each other before eventually teaming up to battle a greater threat, but hey, you know what, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, am I right? It's the little moments that I think really get this. Deadshot making fun of Batman and Waller for having unresolved sexual tension, the Flash and Captain Boomerang actually getting a lot of time to bounce off each other, which, you know, is much needed. The mystery of what Maxwell Lord is after too continues to get more and more interesting. In this issue, he beat up a bunch of monks who were protecting the location of some sort of terrible being. The monks also just so happen to have circular designs on their heads. I'm not saying this could be in some way related to Dr. Manhattan, but you see a circle design. Overall, I'd give this one another solid 8. It is continuing to be pretty damn entertaining.
Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching my newest video. I hope you enjoyed it, and while you're here, why not check out another video I have on offer, or maybe if you're feeling in a supportive mood, you want to like or subscribe. And if you want to support the creation of more videos just like this one, then please by all means check out the Cape Joel Patreon. A little bit goes a very long way, and I will see you all next time.